guys, welcome to Sometimes in Shambles. My name is Melissa and this is my podcast. This is another Minisode. I'm not sure what episode this is in total. I think it's number 14. And I think I have decided to do seasons just because I want to take a little break and build up content for the next season and be able to take time to record those and record them when I am feeling a little bit more passionate about some of the topics. So this will be the last episode of this season, and then I'll take a couple of weeks of a break, and then I will be back with season 2 and we'll talk about some more stuff. And yeah, so let's just get into this episode. This episode is going to be very, very short because I need an episode for tomorrow, and this just randomly came to me. Before I start, I want to tell this little story because I don't know why it feels like it was so crazy to me, and it's just like a 1 second story. But I was walking back to my car after dinner on Friday, and it was raining. So anyway, that's like irrelevant, but it was raining. I got in my car. There was a guy sitting across the street, and he was just like sitting there, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, he's just like a homeless person or just someone who sat down to have a cigarette or something like that. And when I turned my car on, the lights like shined on him from across the street. And then all of a sudden he was like talking to himself, and he starts like pointing at me, like pointing at my car. And I was like, that's so weird. And I was just like taking my time, like putting my seatbelt on, whatever. Then he stands up and I'm like, okay. And then he starts walking towards my car, and then I started freaking out a little bit. And I like put my car in reverse, looked behind me, but there were like cars passing, so I couldn't pull out. And then the guy like starts kind of running towards my car. So I'm like back up and I had to stop to put my car in drive. And at this point he was like at my car, and he wasn't really doing anything. He was just like, it was just really scary. And then I like drove off, but I really thought he was going to like jump in front of my car or something. But it was really scary. I'm sure that he was on drugs, but that was just a crazy story, and I can't stop thinking about it. And I just needed to tell people because this never happened to me before. Okay, that's so irrelevant to this episode, but I wanted to tell that. So this episode, like I said, let's see how many times I can say this episode. It's going to be really short, like 5 minutes. So I was just thinking, like today, I don't know why, about an hour ago, I was just like really depressed, and like I have a lot that I need to do before the week starts. Like I just need to like clean my room and probably meal prep. I don't know. I just have things to do, and I was just feeling really depressed and didn't want to do anything. And even though I know that it will help my environment and help me become less depressed if I do the things that I need to do, but that's just how depression goes. You just don't want to do it. So I just like have been sitting on the couch, posted on Instagram a little bit, started watching a show, and then stopped it and decided to record an episode. And I got up to go to the bathroom, and I don't know where this idea came from, but it just popped into my head to make a list of things that make me happy. And a lot of people tell me that, like, when I tell people that I'm depressed or have depression, I've gotten a lot of suggestions to make a list of things that make you happy or that you're thankful for in that moment, something like that to help. Because when I get depressed, I just kind of think about all of the things that are making me unhappy right now. So like I got a kind of bad haircut that I don't love, and it's making me feel really ugly today. And I do have a messy room, and I have work tomorrow, and I don't know, just I keep thinking of all these things that are making me unhappy. And so I decided to make a list of things that make me happy instead of focusing on the bad. So I made a list and I'm just going to read that list. And that's what the episode is. So the list is not in any particular order. I just wrote down things as I thought of them, and I'm not even going to really explain them. If you have a question about something I wrote down and why that makes me happy, you can ask me, I guess. So I'm going to read from that list. It's not that long of a list. Water. When the guy that I am dating gives me words of affirmation and tells me I'm pretty, especially because today I felt really ugly. Mountains, the guy that I'm dating in general. Cuddling, candles, a clean room, Miko, which is my cat. Binge watching TV series. Being creatively inspired, being passionate. I am going to explain that one because now reading it back, it sounds weird. Being passionate about a topic. Like, yeah, when I get really passionate about something, it really brings me joy and happiness when I get like really excited about a topic. Plants and them staying alive, my bed, pizza, tacos, Cafe Rio, when my living room is lit by only natural light, recycling, hiking, taking and editing photos, music, podcasts about marketing and business and how to improve myself and my business, finishing my to-do lists, clean sheets, shaved legs, a clean face with no makeup, French braids, Peru, going to the movies, doing laundry, rock climbing, printmaking, t-shirts, a good fitting pair of jeans, pajama bottoms, water-based moisturizer, cheese, brisk weather with clear skies, winter and fall, Johnny's from home. Johnny's is a food place that I love and I'm craving right now. Being home in Brawley, a cozy crew neck sweater, looking at pictures of glaciers, making money, having money, finding new ways to make money, spending money, shopping for clothes, shoes, or home decor, long hot showers, sunflower seeds, snapdragons, which are flowers, people who care about me, cats, helping and relating to other people, my education, self-care, stickers, traveling and experiencing new cultures, overcast days and rain, drinking to reach the perfect buzz, being with my family, family reunions, Thanksgiving, dressing up all fancy, and living in Utah. And then I just stopped my list right there. So that's my list of happy for today. And that's the episode. I suggest doing that because, I mean, it's not an immediate fix to your depression or how you're feeling, but it does just help you remember that you do have good things in your life and there are good things in general to be happy about. Yeah, I was going to end with just some like inspiration and I don't know, trying to make this a super inspirational short episode, but I'm just like not that kind of person. I don't know. I feel silly doing things like that. So yeah, that is the end of the episode. Just my list of happy. And I encourage you to make your list of happy today. I hope you guys have a good Monday and make your list of happy. Since this is the end of the season, I really would like to hear from you guys, and I would like to hear what you guys thought of this season, what's your favorite episode, what you liked about that episode, any stories that you want to share. I think with the Mormon episode, me and Shannon were talking about doing an episode where we just share other people's stories. So if you have any stories, you can reach out to me and tell those stories. And when I say stories, it can be like anything relating to the Mormon episodes. There's 4 of them. So your story about leaving the church, or your story, how you feel about modesty or intimacy, your struggles, anything relating to something that we have talked about. I also would really like to know what you guys want to hear in the future. I know asking that question kind of seems hard because I see other podcasts that I follow asking the same question. And I'm like, I don't know, like it's your podcast, like you create your own content. And I have gotten suggestions from people and I might not like the suggestion and that's fine. But also your suggestion might spark something else, like another idea that I have. Or I might really like your suggestion and I might make an episode about it. I do have a long list of episodes, so it's not like I'm out of content. I do have stuff that I am going to talk about, but I just really want to make sure that I'm talking about stuff that is relatable and things that you want to hear. And since you guys have listened to my podcast, I know that you already like stuff that I am talking about. So I trust that you're going to give me some good recommendations. Some things I do plan on doing in season 2 are talking about Instagram and social media, and I might go into photography specifically in social media, my anxiety with social media, a roommates episode. I have been wanting to talk about dating a lot, but that is just like such a huge topic. I don't really know where to go from there. Just school in general, the transition from graduating to going straight into adulthood, finding a job, buying a new car, moving, all of that stuff was just like really hard for me to deal with. And so I'll be talking about a lot of that in season 2 as well. So if anything that I've said sparks anything that you want to hear, specifically like dating, is there anything specifically that you want to know about dating or my dating life? I did get one suggestion from somebody asking me to talk about what it's like dating different religions now that I am no longer Mormon. At the time, I had only dated Mormons or people who had left a similar religion or Mormonism. And so there wasn't really like a difference in views in that sense because we were like the same people. If you have anything specifically that you would like me to talk about or questions that about my life that you are wondering, I would be happy to take those recommendations and questions and answer them and come up with some content for you guys. And the way that you can tell me those are email, sometimes in shambles.podcast@gmail.com. Through my website, there's a contact form that you can fill out that is essentially emailing me, but just in probably an easier way. So you can go to sometimesinshambles.podcast.com and fill out the contact form. And if the website's not working, please let me know because I tried to do some stuff on it this week and it was being really weird. So let me know if you have any problems with getting on my website. And then you could also reach out to me on Instagram at sometimesinshambles is my Instagram for the podcast, or my personal account, which is at It's Melissa K, ITSMELISSAK is my personal Instagram. You can reach me through there. A lot of you guys already follow me on there. If you know me, then you can text me, you can tweet at me at ShamblesPod. So those are the ways that you can contact me. Please, 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 please send me recommendations, feedback. Be nice if it's bad feedback. Any questions, anything you want, just please reach out to me. I love hearing from you guys. And I hope that you enjoyed this really short episode. And you can probably tell that I am depressed because of the way I'm talking, because I can hear it in my voice. But hopefully the day will turn around. It's just this little lull and this wave that came at me out of nowhere. I hope you guys are not depressed because it sucks. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Sometimes in Shambles. The intro music was done by my friend Lucas Cathy, and the artwork was done by me, myself, Melissa. If you liked this episode, please rate, review, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.